We are live! Woohoo! Welcome to
Hello!
Writing.
Hi.
This is a book where we get weird about words in the ways that only writers can by writing them. So today we're going to do some productivity sprints. It also happens to be my birthday!
Yay!
Happy birthday.
So I am celebrating some of my favorite authors.
I'm going to sing.
Oh, you're gonna sing?
Okay.
ready for
Happy
Doll's voice.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Billy Carlina, KBC. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, I remember what
I had
BC
to.
stands for.
Excite.
That's so cool. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I know you're. I said it.
Very quickly, very quickly. My mom will be so happy to hear it. My mom will be really happy to hear it on a stream because she's always like, "You always go by BC." I was like, "Well, that's what I'm published under, Mom. So it's my nickname. It's what I go by."
I don't actually. What is your full name?
So my first name is Billy, and my middle name is Carlina.
Billy Carlina. That's a cool name.
That sounds like a fancy drink.
Yeah, kind of. So
Yeah.
it actually, there's a funny story behind my name. So my oldest sister is named after the grandmothers. My middle sister, they knew she was going to be a girl, so they just picked a random girl's name. And then me, they were told 4 times that I was a boy. Of course, this was like 1981, so it's not like it was great technology back then. But 4 times they were told that I was a boy, so they were like, great, we can name this one after the grandfathers. So one of my grandpa's name, his first name was already Billy, and it was already spelled with an IE because there's a whole story behind how he got his name too. And then my middle name was supposed to be Carl because that was my other grandpa's name. And so after my mom woke up, because I was a C-section, after my mom woke up, they were like, well, it's a girl, not a boy, so the name that you gave us for the birth certificate doesn't quite work. And she's like, well, I like the name Lena, so I'll just stick it right onto the end of Carl. And that's how I got Billy Carlina.
That's very nice.
Billy Carlina.
That's much better than my name.
I like the name. It's pretty unique. I like the name.
I like my name. I sometimes get a few people that don't, don't know how to spell Billy, and then I get a few people that just automatically assume my middle name is Jean or Joe or something like that, which it's not. My sister actually got the middle name Jean, the one that's named after the grandmother or grandfather or grandmothers. Yeah. So anyway.
Well, I can see.
Huh?
I was gonna say, well, I mean, I love your name, but I can also see why you wanted to shorten it for real estate on your book covers, because that would be a lot to cover on the bottom by Billy Carlina.
Yeah, and it was so my grandma actually asked me to publish under a different name because Billy Brown is my grandpa's name. And so when I was thinking about publishing, she's like, we already get enough confusion with people thinking that your grandfather when they find you online, or occasionally I would get my grandfather's his retirement mail from the Navy, all sorts of weird stuff. Mm-hmm. And so she's like, we already get enough confusion with the names, so maybe you could publish under your middle name or something like that. And I was like, well, I don't really go by my middle name, but I do go by BC. So okay. So for those of you who are new here, welcome, my writing weirdos. And I want to give each of my co-hosts a chance to introduce themselves so you know what we do and who we are and why we're here. So we will start right over here with Ms. Caro Brown.
Hello, my name is Kara Brown. I am an urban fantasy author. I have a channel here on YouTube. If any of you are curious, where I talk and whine about the life of a writer, sometimes under the influence of wine. Up until July, I'm mostly just doing collabs and live streams, but when July comes back, I'm going to resume regular production. So that's me. And I got a book out and short stories, and if you want those, they're...
She has an amazing book out, might I add, but because I am currently reading it. The Queen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I love her book.
It is a great book. I have not quite finished it yet because of the move, and I've been so busy and frankly exhausted to where I've just collapsed each day. But every chance I get to sit down and read for even a minute or two, I'm reading Caro's story right now. So,
My heart.
anyway, all right, Ms. Sacco.
Hi, I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Cass Voigt, and I write horror and urban fantasy and sci-fi. I also have an AuthorTube channel where I discuss witchy things and writing things, and I often combine the two. And if you haven't checked me out, please do so now.
Awesome. All right, and Arco.
I'm RK Gold. I mostly do music reactions on my channel, but I did do the author newbie tag late last night, so I now have AuthorTube content.
Ooh, congratulations.
And I'm revising my heavily marijuana influenced middle grade fantasy. So mix those together.
Whoa.
Awesome. All right, and Savvy.
Hello, what's up, my fellow small business supporters? I'm Savvy from Savvy Writes Books. I am an author and small business owner. I am the owner of the business Forever Home Friends, which produces books and stuffed animals based on real rescue dogs and their stories of getting adopted. So that is me. I have a channel, Savvy Writes Books, where I talk about my author life and my small business owner life and kind of break down some of the scams that are out there in the business world right now, because there are a lot of people trying to take advantage of our creativity and our drive, and we don't want to let them have the satisfaction. So that all happens over on Savvy Writes Books.
Roast.
I roast people this hard, yeah.
And Savvy also has a new book out called One Final Vinyl, which I have that book as well. And I started reading it and realized how good it was, and it was going to conflict with me finishing Caro's book. So I had to put it aside for a few minutes, for a little bit until I can get to it. But it so far,
I hope you like it. Yeah.
So far from what I've read, it's really intriguing. So I really did enjoy it. I just got to focus on one book at once since I have so little time right now.
Understandable.
All right, and Doll, it is your turn.
Hello there, humans. I am Dul Cecile Bruno, the partially blind alien from a distant galaxy who's a known voices author, aka the Ace from Space. Thank you, Savvy. And I write science fiction, as you can tell from my tagline. And I also write short stories in different genres, and I have a couple of poetry stuff on my channel. I have a playlist with my published poems. More to come. And also tonight, or in the UK, this musician guy who is like the one I'm always promoting, he's gonna feature one of my poems into his live show. So
Awesome.
I'm very excited.
That's super cool.
Yep. Yeah.
Awesome.
He's having a live stream like in half an hour or less. We will catch the replay later, but he asked me if he could feature one of my poems, and I was like, go ahead, do whatever you want.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Be like, no, you cannot share my works with the world. No.
Don't share my stuff with your channel or anything.
Oh no. I'm delighted he's doing that. I'm so thankful. So yeah, today it's a happy day. My sister has birthday. My writer sister has birthday. My poem is going somewhere, and stuff. It's
I'm
good.
really happy to hear that. So we got a few people that have joined us, giving me lots of birthday accolades, which I always love to have, because I'm all about me on my birthday. That's for sure. Keep faith, baby. I always want to say keep the faith, baby, when I see your name. But I don't keep the faith, but anyway, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Bonnie, it is always good to see you. So I did respond in the comments. While globally it's kind of a shit show of a year, personally it's actually not that bad of a year for me. I've had a few minor issues for the year, but it's actually been a pretty good year. New house, all new stuff. I
can't believe you got a house in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Especially here. It's like hungry hippos for houses right now.
Yeah. Well, we were really lucky on this house. we just happen to have a really tuned in, dialed in real estate agent that as soon as something came on the market, he would send it to us to even just do a virtual look at. And we would essentially almost place a bid immediately before we'd even walked through the house. Because, yeah, like you said, it is hungry hippos for houses right now here. The most interesting part was trying to actually physically view the houses during a pandemic. I mean, bit of an issue there, but
yeah. The only text messages I have are from people. It's like, hey, we talked before, and we were wondering if you still wanted to go ahead and sell your property. I was like, I don't even know who you are. Get away from me.
what? No. Yeah. So Key is here. Good to see you, Key. And Key wants cake. Don't worry, Key. There is more cake. It is rainbow birthday cake, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
I'm Ace. I love cake. I'm always here for cake. That's what aces do.
Cake is good. Hey, Lauren, good to see you. Joanne Ninja Hen is here as well.
Hey, what's up, Joanne? Divided by sight.
Hi,
As
Lauren.
Awesome.
As Lauren was saying, she's like, "Are you turning 29?" Heck no, I am super proud of my age. I turned 39 today.
That's amazing. Like you just look so much younger, and I mean that in a good way. I'm not saying that like, oh, you look like a baby. I just mean that like you look young for 39.
I do. I've always looked really young, so the only thing I can say is it's not much my doing. It's all the genes that I've gotten.
Because I would have also guessed 29. Yeah.
I get a lot of people that guess me a lot younger. It used to be more of a big thing than it is now, but now it's just like regular. Hey, Kat, good to see you. I was on Kat's pop-up stream that she had right before mine, so she pushed a lot of people over this way. And I didn't get a lot done, but I did get a little bit done. I got a lot of other stuff other than writing done. But this stream,
like eating cake?
like eating cake and curling my hair and getting ready for today's stream and just, being all butterfly-y and not being able to pay attention. So Nicole Marciana is here. It is 3:00 in the morning, her time. I am so happy that she stuck around for just a little bit to wish me happy birthday. It means a lot to me. Appreciate it.
Lots of love. Lots of love toward the Philippines.
Yes.
Yes.
Lots of love towards the Philippines.
So Cordy is wishing me happy birthday, and to celebrate, she now has a kitten temporarily, because she was saying it's a little male kitten, and it's a little tiny little orange cat, which we all know that I just got a tiny little orange cat kitten as well. So
they should make their cameo pretty soon.
I'm sure they probably will, although they don't like this new office as much as they like our game room. So they tend to hang out in there more than anything lately. So the blind mage is here. Hey, Nicole, good to see you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Cordy's cat wished me happy birthday in Catanese typing. Destiny is here. Good to see you, Destiny. Dick is here as well.
Hello, Moonstruck.
Hello.
Good evening.
Ms. Maya is here. Couldn't find my stream, but that happens a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I'm glad, though, that you were able to get to the stream, though, at this point.
This is why sharing the stream is very important. You should share the stream.
Yeah. I'm going to go share the stream right now.
Okay, so Keep Faith Baby is wondering what everyone is working on today. So
I'm working on something. I got to get back to my editor on Monday. So.
Okay. How about you, Rocco?
I'm sorry?
How about you?
What am I working on?
Yep.
Oh, I am whiff-waffling between researching some witchy stuff to do tomorrow for the solstice and possibly working on my, Doll would be happy to know that it has to do with head writing. And then I might work on converting my third novel from first person to third person and then writing a third act for June. So I want to whack out my conversion so that I can actually write right.
Cool. Sounds like you got a lot going on today.
Yeah.
All right. How about you, RK? What are you working on today?
I'm working on becoming Doll's best friend and revisions. I have 4 chapters left of revisions on the second draft, and I'm gonna effing do it. And I'm censoring myself too. I'm saying effing.
No, okay.
You don't need to censor yourself in the stream.
Not on my
Not monetized. You're good.
Yep. You're
Fuck,
good.
fuck.
There you go. Let loose. It's all good. All right. How about you, Savvy?
So I first have to get done work that I'm on deadline for a couple like journalism related tasks that I have to do. So those will be the first things. And then if I get those things done, then I would be working on art for the 5th Forever Home Friends book. I'm about a third of the way through all the illustrations for it. So I need to pick it up.
Cool. All right. And how about you, Doll?
I am working on that short story that's breaking my brain into billion pieces, and if I don't get anything written down, I'm gonna go edit my book. So one or the other.
That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. So I am working on edits actually on my A Touch of Darkness book, which is the first book in the Metaphysical Chronicles series. It's 10-year anniversary officially as of this month. And so it's getting a new edition revision. And so I'm working on the edits that came back from my editor. And it's also getting new cover art, and I have to review that as well. So that's what I am working on today.
Heck yeah.
So Devin is here. Good to see you, Devin. Persephone is here. Always good to see you, Persephone.
I have not seen Persephone in a hot minute. It was so nice to see you, Persephone.
Yeah, so nice to see.
When she started popping back up on streams again, everybody was just like, wow! And I hadn't gotten to know her yet. And I was just like, it was like, she's super cool. I'm glad I got to know her and she's back.
She's a very cool person.
Yeah.
I
Sean
love
is here.
What Now's content. I
What?
love his videos.
Content.
I love What Now so much.
Yeah. Content.
You see, bro, people love you. You see, he's so insecure. Love you, we love you, everybody loves you. Yeah, there you got it.
Yep.
I'm not lying.
Barbara, good to see you here, Barbara. Cordy is singing, which, you know, weirdly, I can hear it in Cordy's voice. Like, it now.
Happy birthday! Yes.
So Stevie dropped in to say happy birthday before running off for the last day of school reverse parade.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, I just had to skip. There we go. Debbie wishing me happy birthday. I appreciate that. Happy birthday from Nihilist Geek. Also good to see you here. Carrot Cake is here just listening since on a walk, but here and present. That's okay. Oh, look, it's my daddy.
Hello.
Yay.
Oh.
Yes, 39 is still young. Yay! Tamara's here with a happy birthday. Good to see you, Tamara.
Morning,
Great to see you, Tamara. Morning.
Hi, Sandra. Good to see you. I think this is the first time I've had you in my chat on my channel. So
I have made that face at coffee many times. That's the most relatable avatar ever.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Sandra. Nice to meet you.
I've made that face at chai teas because I don't drink coffee, but chai tea is like my version of coffee. And I've made that face many times at a nice steaming cup of chai tea.
I love chai tea. It's good.
Mm.
Yeah. It was one of the first things that I got when we got our Keurig maker. I was like, I must have chai tea and figure out how to get that in the little recyclable, the little reusable pods.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah. Chris is here. Good to see you, Chris. Thanks for the happy birthday. Oh, I see. You only have the kitten for a weekend. All right, Grape Fry is here. Good to see you, Grape Fry. Thanks for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. So, okay, I'm back in the stream and started. Who's the honey in the bottom left? Well, on the left-hand side of my screen is Doll, but on the left-hand side of the other screen it looks like it's RK. So apparently, RK, you a honey.
I'm just stoned.
Okay, this is fun.
And they want to know what you're listening to.
Yeah, I probably had a dead giveaway going on that I was listening to music as well. I'm listening to Great and Square's Omniverse album.
Square
Yep.
of
That this morning
the
while
Omniverse
I
album.
was I was listening to that this morning while I was getting ready for my video premiere.
Yeah, he's
I love that album.
It's so good, right?
he's
Yeah,
just
I
an
mean, those
awesome guy too.
lyrics.
Well, I'm gonna join his fandom now. Thank you for introducing us.
It's
Yeah,
my
I mean, I
pleasure.
caught his stream the other day. I
Yeah.
caught his live stream. He's super responsive to the chat, so he's awesome. Overall, he's a great person. I really like this guy.
Yeah, same.
Don't know the album, so
Omniverse by Graydon Square. Check it out. And if you like that album, we have a podcast together called the Gray and Gold Podcast. Boom! I actually marketed myself.
Yeah, you did. Marketing at a birthday party.
Savvy. Time out. That's a compliment from Savvy.
Oh, yeah,
Savvy
that's a compliment.
bragged.
Yeah, okay, that's like
Savvy bragged about her wedding and how many people used it to
I love
network.
when people networked at my wedding. One of my friends got a job because she and my boss networked at my wedding, and it was just beautiful. Like, so
I think it's a great thing.
I love it. That was a compliment. That was not me being like, "Wow, look at you."
That's hideous.
Promo.
I was laughing at a comment. Actually, I was laughing at a comment that I saw in.
Oh, I
chat,
laugh
so,
at
no.
everything, so never take it personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, everybody should totally self-promo. I want people to do that. So it looks like Mr. Brown is here. Not my Mr. Brown. Caro's Mr. Brown.
Fine. You can't have him. I will fight you.
That's okay. That's okay. I've got my own. I've got my own.
Which one of the Mr. Browns? Which one?
Yeah, it gets a little confusing when Caro and I are on the same stream and Mr. Brown pops in. So my Mr. Brown will probably never pop in. You'll see him in the background occasionally, but he'll never pop in. Not into the chat.
And then he does, and then he suddenly does, like, boop, hi, here I am.
That would be so weird. That would be so weird because I don't know. I don't think he did anything out of the streams other than the amusement of watching me be weird with my friends. Which he would do it just for that. So okay, never mind. So Persephone is waving to my daddy. Valley is here wishing me happy birthday. Valley, I also think you're new to my channel. At least I don't recall seeing you before, so welcome.
That's a guest from Savvy, I'm sure.
Maybe. So Sky is here. Good to see you, Sky. I love what she
Hi,
calls
Sky.
Dragonlings. Love it. This is my coffee. It is awesome. Try to take it. Just try. Okay, let me see here. Weird typos, so a repeated happy birthday. Sky wishing me happy birthday.
That's coming out. That's what I was laughing about.
What
Yeah,
next?
the
We're
puppets.
working on proper writing projects, and here I am creating wax puppets of literary agents and holding them close to a candle flame.
Because that's totally what we both do. That's what we both do. No, so I was laughing my ass off.
I should have known. I need to up
Can
myself
you
from
record that?
pros. Maya, it's just being able to know when your timing is right to be able to say something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you kind of interject your promo in the middle of a conversation, it doesn't sound organic. You come off like a sleazy salesperson, and people judge you for it.
Yep, hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, Caro's saying she judges you for it. Hardcore.
No, you fit that in there really good. I was like, damn, that guy's on top of it. Other people will be talking about puppies, and next thing he says, hey, let's talk about my book. It's like, is your book got puppies in it? Like, I'm very confused.
You're talking about
They
Savvy.
come with free puppies.
Your books come with free puppies.
You buy that book and
that's
it barks.
Savvy.
Man, that's one heck of a promo. Get a book, have a puppy. Like, okay, cool.
It's like awesome.
That's Savvy's picture books. I mean, her picture books come with puppies, plushies. It's
Yeah,
a puppy. It
yeah.
counts.
Her picture books come with her. Yeah, so Savvy is the only one that gets to do the segue about the talking about puppies and then talking about her books. Because
Wait, we're promo. I stepped out and y'all promoted me. What happened?
so we were talking about what's an awkward promo, and Carol was saying that if the conversation is all about puppies, and then all of a sudden you're like, so my book, then your book had better be about puppies. I'm like, so the only one here on the screen that gets to do that is Savvy.
Yeah, you're correct. So I have 4 books about puppies, soon to be 5. Well, the 5th one is about elderly dogs, so not technically puppies. But
They're
every
still
dog
puppies,
is a puppy in its own way.
Yeah, they're all puppies.
Yeah.
Well, truly all puppies. I wish my puppy was not so monstrously large or else I would show her more often when she comes in here. But she only sleeps on the floor. She refuses to get up and into the anywhere near the camera frame, or else I show her.
But Bones. Bones is big.
Bones is a good puppy. I love Bones.
But Bones is an active co-host. He's an active participant. He gets all the way up in Kara's lap to make sure he's on camera. If we can get a cameo of Bones, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Cameo of Bones!
There we go!
Yay!
Oh God, you made a dog jealous by showing love to one.
And here comes
Another dog! Three dogs! Oh my god, a beagle! Oh my god, a beagle! Who's the beagle? I have never seen the beagle before. Who's the beagle?
The beagle is my brother-in-law's dog. He is the smallest dog, and he's got the most attitude, and he cost me the most vet bills.
Oh.
Okay.
Cutie.
I'm sorry. It reminds me of a pet client that I used to have back in my days of a pet sitter. I also took care of a beagle before. So when I see a beagle, it's like, I remember you. Because to me, all beagles look very similar because blindness.
Yeah, my vet gave me like a little paper medal, and I was like, what is this paper for? And she said, it's like, well, you're the only person that we've seen that's brought a fit beagle in. And I was like, oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, usually they have a lot of obesity issues and stuff like that. So
We're talking about your butt. Mm-hmm.
the size of their butt, yes.
I don't know where Chewy is. I think he's in the basement because our
Chewy!
and it's too warm everywhere except the basement, so he's probably laying down there somewhere.
Aw. So Mary is here, also wishing happy birthday. Glad you showed up for the stream. I appreciate it. She was going to watch on Roku, but then realized she couldn't comment from there. I do that a lot. Like, I'm in the bedroom and I'm like watching it on my Roku, and then I'm like, shit, now I got to grab the laptop.
I should start like putting people's videos up on the big TV screen. That would be fun. Except that I hate commenting on my phone, so I always watch them like on my laptop or like on the desktop computer, so I can write everyone lengthy comments using a keyboard.
Yeah,
I do a lot of rewatches, or like I'll watch them and watch the lives and post by just like streaming it on my TV.
Yeah,
I'm just letting it play.
it's cool on the
in
TV.
background.
looks like Sage is here. Hey, Sage, good to see you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. It's okay if you're late. It's no problem. We're going to get to a sprint here really shortly because we're a little bit in. I forgot it was Friday. I did not forget it was Friday. So
You have to know it's Friday. You stream on Fridays. This is how I track
You gotta
things
get
every
down on
week.
Friday.
it's how I track everything. It's like who is streaming and when they're streaming. Like I have like a focal point of the day. Like I know Dana is on Monday, and then everybody else. And then when I see your streaming, I know it's Tuesday, and then I know everybody else that's going to be streaming that day. And on Wednesday, I know Lisa, and then everybody else. And then Thursday is Marissa. And then on Friday,
Yeah. Savvy and I stream on Wednesdays with Lisa.
And Samantha on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
true.
Shout out writing mom.
Shut up, Grandma.
Yeah, let me see here. So Chris says, so like, happy buy my book birthday. That's perfect promoing right there.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, that's for my birthday this year. I'm planning to try to release a book on my birthday, so we'll see if it happens, but that's a goal.
I did that last year. It worked pretty well.
I think it'll be fun because then I can do a birthday and book release combination stream.
Yeah.
And yeah, it'll be good. And then it'll be release day, so I don't know. That'll be
And
fun.
then when your friends are like, I don't know what to get you for your birthday, I'm like, buy my book.
Yeah, like buy my book.
Yeah.
How can you get boosted? Help
Money.
me get the orange banner.
I have a release this year, but it's a very weird release because it's not a book. I mean, I have the story written down, but I don't know how to put a short story on Amazon, so I never thought about that. So it's going to be an audio format release, and it's going to be this Halloween. Instead of my birthday is like near my character's birthday, so it's weird.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one I'm releasing on my birthday is going to be my business self-help book, so I'm also the main character in it. So it's also
Basically.
my character's birthday.
Basically, yeah. But yeah, it's my main character's birthday near Halloween. I mean, hers is on the 2nd of November, but
Oh,
who
cool.
cares? Halloween, and it's her birthday, and it's a short story that's like a thriller, like whatever. And I'm not gonna be the only one reading it, so yeah, stay tuned for that.
That's cool you're doing audio. I'm excited to hear it.
Yeah, that would be really cool. So this comment jumped out at me. Joanne says that she's heard that we're allowed to send living chickens in the U.S. I could do this as a Patreon promos or Kickstarter. Yes, it is still legal to send chicks, baby
I
chicks,
didn't know that.
not full-grown poultry, but baby chicks and ducks and any basically baby poultry through the mail, through the United States Postal Service.
Okay, guys, I've been learning about chickens these past few days. You guys are going to think I'm going to lose all my credibility talking about this right now because of how little I knew about chickens. So the other day, just learned that a rooster and a chicken are the same animal.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I thought they were completely separate animals.
No, they're the
They're
same.
the same animal. I didn't know that until like 2 days ago. And I was like, Tyler was explaining this to me, and I was like, I don't believe you. He like thought I was high or something. I was like, I'm not high. I always, my whole life, I thought they were different animals.
Can
You know that
confirm I'm
rams
high
and
and know they're different
sheep are-
animals.
Yeah.
Or the same animal.
Yeah, so apparently a rooster is a chicken. I
Mhm.
didn't know that. I thought a rooster was a rooster.
It's a very aggressive male chicken.
Yes.
Yeah, I know roosters were males, but I was like, hens are female roosters. And then chickens are just a whole separate thing. But apparently, no. That's not how it works. Chickens are, all hens and roosters are all chickens.
So basically, for anyone out there that thought that chickens and roosters were different creatures, they are not. Is what
Y'all are
I was
chicken
like,
run.
the educational part of
like,
today's
'cause I thought Tyler was messing with me for like 2 days, trying to convince me that roosters were chickens. But I Googled it eventually. And then I fell down this whole rabbit hole of like blog posts that were like, do you need to get a rooster? And I was like, I wonder if I need to get a rooster. Probably not, because I live in the city. And the answer was no, you don't need to get a rooster. So I was like, good.
They're actually illegal in a lot of cities.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons. It's like 5 reasons you might want a rooster, and now here's 3 reasons that you might not want a rooster. And one of them was they're often illegal. So I was like, oh, okay, I probably can't have a rooster in my Chicago apartment. So
Yeah.
No.
Looks like we had a lot of comments about Bones and Ranger and everybody and all the puppies being on the channel. Alley Cat 107 is here. Good to see you, Alley Cat. My dad is happy to meet all of friends. Naked Firefly is here. I have to say, Naked Firefly, it was so cool seeing you last night on Cachet's channel, and
Very
what
much
was
so.
so cool about it was also knowing that it was 4 o'clock in the morning your time, and that you were
Yeah, I
up
was
for it.
like, the naked firefly is awake? Whoa!
well, in her next comment, she says, I'm going to bed. So
Yes,
Yeah.
she's now going to bed, so I don't blame you. So, but that was so cool.
it makes sense.
Which
Um,
Joan Ninja Hen is also in Germany, and I wonder what the hell is she awake still? But yeah, Joan has a weird schedule, so
Don't
I'm getting used to that.
strange hours, yeah.
I took a little bit of a micro nap, I'll admit. I took a little micro nap earlier. So Sage usually has the laptop hooked to the TV, which is the best of both worlds. I do not know why I have the hiccups, but it sucks. Nicole. So apparently, Divided by Sight is passed out on the blind mage's bed. And she is desperately fighting not grabbing a marker. I love it. So this guy is saying that that's how they get a lot of their chicks. They had most of their chicks shipped from the Midwest. So
I had no idea you could mail animals.
just baby chicks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, because whenever I go to ship out my orders for things at the post office, they always ask you, they're like, is there any live animals or dangerous material? I'm like, no, there's a book in here.
Look, I don't know, it might be dangerous material. It just depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, books are dangerous. They arm you with knowledge.
Da, da, da.
So carrot
And
cake-
hardcover books are dangerous too because they're bricks.
They're
Yeah.
also weapons. So Carrot Cake had to pop out to do an active community service to help someone move something heavy, which was incredibly nice of you. Believe me, there was this past weekend, a couple weekends with moving, I've needed all the help I could get every time anybody was like, let me just give you a hand. I'm like, yes, please. You only need a rooster if you want chicks. Half our hens have roosters with them, the other half don't.
See, and now, because of my newfound knowledge, I know that you were talking about chickens when you said that.
There you
I
go.
thought hens and roosters were just their own animal. But nope, they're chickens. I'm
Well,
still adjusting to this knowledge.
Well, this is something different. I was astonished when I learned that stags and roe deer are different animals. I thought stags were the male roes, according to Joan.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Roes,
that.
yeah,
I didn't know
roe deer are their own beast.
Every rooster is a chicken, but not every chicken is a rooster. It's the blunt.
Okay, that's how I originally got on this discussion, because we were originally talking about rhombuses and how like every rhombus is a parallelogram, but not every parallelogram is a rhombus. And then we got onto the topic of chickens and roosters. And I was like, but chickens and roosters are different. And then Tyler was like, what?
Interesting. I love the direction that my stream took. Like
It's
chicken.
an interesting direction. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of chicken talk. I'm a bit lost because I am listening to two things at once. Because I'm gonna catch the replay of the other thing, but the show thingy is just happening, and I'm like, oh, time zones! I hate this. But yeah, chickens. Not every rooster is a chicken. I agree.
Yeah.
No, not every chicken is a. I don't know what I'm. Guys, whatever. I agree.
So Keep Faith Baby grew up in a village, and I guess they had a lot of animals, a lot of domestic animals. This would be a fun new game show idea. Will it mail? Taking incrementally larger animals into the post office and try to get overnight shipping. Biggest, meanest animal in the box wins. I love it. You can't ship an elephant. Damn. Oh yeah, for the hardcover books. That is so true. That is so true. Yeah, you're like, when you drop one of those on your foot, you're just like, son of a mother.
I broke a toe that way.
Yeah, I can see that. And hey, Weirdo Rights, good to have you here on my channel. Thank you for the birthday wishes. So, what do you all say we do one of those writing sprints?
Sounds
What?
great.
I
What?
love a writing sprint.
What? Crazy thing. Okay, let me pull up a timer. We'll get started with a 15-minute timer to begin with. And because my birthday falls on Juneteenth, and I've always celebrated the day for Juneteenth as well. Since it does fall on Juneteenth, and since I very much believe that Black Lives Matter, and I want to help promote fellow Black author tubers as much as I can. So we are going to be using a timer by Dahlia DeWinters, which is her
Miss
Bob.
Dahlia.
I knew. Bob Ross.
I love
Bob Ross. I like this.
Yeah. So we'll
Dahlia has the Bob Ross timer.
Yep. I love her timers. So, and you can find links to her down in the description box below if you want to go and find more of her videos. She's down in the regular author tubers live stream links that I have listed below. And if you want to know more live stream information, the spreadsheet that Ms. Carol Brown takes care of and is the guardian of is down there as well. So. All right, so this has a little countdown to it, so we will get started in 4, 3, 2, 1, sprint! beep, 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 beep. That's my version of the beep, beep timer going off. So, how did everybody do?
Got done I had to I thought I had sent a source list to my editor for the recent article I wrote, but it turns out it just wasn't there, so I had to recompile the list and send. So I did that, and then now I'm getting started on finding a new plastic surgeon. I've been searching for a plastic surgeon for a long time that'll take insurance, so that's the next part of the journey. Been doing calls and such.
Okay, cool. How about everybody else?
I had to handle some doggy anxiety, and then I started rereading this thing that I have to send back in because I had actually forgotten the story. So,
Which happens so often.
yeah, it's that one bed trope for Violet Gaze that I was talking about, like at the start of the year. So,
Okay. All right. How about you, Sako?
I think I accomplished my study regarding the lower realm. Now I'm going to go to the higher, or the middle realm, rather. Middle realm.
Cool.
It's going to be cool. And also I got to make some tea, so I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. How about you, RK?
I was surprised at how productive I actually was. Basically, I did not feel in the mood to write whatsoever. So I was just like, fuck it, do one sentence. You got this, one sentence. And the next thing I know, this inebriated mind just couldn't focus on anything but the following sentences. So I managed to knock out 3 editor notes and deleted a page and a half of a scene that no longer fit and rewrote it. So I was pretty happy with that.
Cool. I like when you don't think that you're in the right mind frame for writing, and then all of a sudden it turns out that was the thing that you were actually in the mindset for.
I think the music helped too. I put on lo-fi hip-hop beats when I'm writing now. Definitely helps.
So then
that's a thing that I have to figure out, because I always listen to the streams on my phone. I cannot really, if I want to put music, I have to leave the stream, and I don't want to do that because I'm not using a laptop. It's complicated. But I am one of those writers who writes a lot better with music. So if I am trying to write in silence, I'm like, no, this is not working, and I get absolutely distracted, and I have to figure out what to do with this. So maybe really I need to use my laptop more. Just like a right hand device or something, just an assistive. I can put the music on this device, so I don't have to lift the stream on this device. Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, and so what all did you get done this time, Doll?
I'm cheating because I am listening to this live show too, so I'm absolutely distracted.
That's okay.
It's just not.
Now I'm getting all these error messages on my medical insurance website. I'm trying to make an account, and it keeps telling me I didn't fill in a required field. But I filled in every field, and it won't show me which one it is. But I filled in them all, so I'm getting very upset with this.
That's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's like I did everything right. So I guess there was some basic discussion in the channel that during this sprint that apparently a new Princess Diana movie is coming out, and Kristen Stewart is supposedly going to play Diana. So interesting.
Cool. I'm down.
I think Kristen Stewart is a poor choice, but
I think Kristen Stewart is incredibly hot, so I'll watch her do anything.
This is
I love you, Savvy.
I don't know who this lady.
Princess Dee Dee is a very
have
big
no
deal.
idea who
If she
she's
doesn't
playing.
knock it out of the park, they're gonna crucify her.
She was
It doesn't matter if she's hot or not.
good in everything except Twilight, I think. And I think
Same.
that was
She's not a bad actress. She's
bad screenwriting.
I
so-
think she's an awful actress. I think
Really?
she's basically, it's the Kristen Stewart show, and she bites her lower lip a lot. That's her idea of acting.
It's
is
okay. I
fighting
might
her
go over
mother.
the too.
Yeah.
Keep
I'm,
faith.
Savvy, I'm with you on
What is
the. Savvy, I'm with you on the. If they're totally hot, I'll watch whatever they're in. Anne Hathaway is my. She's so freaking hot. I have to watch her in everything.
Charlize Theron is that for me.
There you go.
Natalie Portman. But I don't
Yeah,
know if
it's
hot's the right
always
word.
women.
It
I
may
don't
be-
think there's a single man that is so hot I would watch him in anything.
Jason Momoa.
Nah. I don't think I've ever watched anything. I've seen pictures of him. I'm like, I'll take him or leave him.
I understand the choice.
Yeah. Now, see, he's the only reason I watched the Aquaman movie because I really did not want to watch it. But I've been a fan of his since Stargate Atlantis, and I was like, well, I got to watch it now because one, I'm a fan of his, and then two, he was the only redeeming quality about that movie. So. All right, so I managed to get a little bit edited, but I got off on a tangent on social media and was sharing the stream and commenting to people and talking about stuff. So I ended up doing more of that than I did an actual word count. I didn't even check, but I maybe did like 25 words. But Keep Faith Baby did 259 words. So still need a couple more to officially finish the chapter. So that is really cool. Carrot Cake decided to switch over between the YouTube on their phone and the whatever writing document they're using. Got 168 words, which is pretty good for flip-flopping. Looks like Sage is headed out, which I know it is like night time for Sage, so I get that. And glad that you stopped in for a little bit, Sage. Alley Cat got 133 words, not in a huge writing mood, but wanted to write at least a little bit. That's good. Every little bit counts. Destiny had some food and soda.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. I had cake while I was.
I want cake so bad now.
I was so excited, and I was sitting here doing all of that, and I was like, I really want cake, and I forgot I had a slice of cake right beside me, and I was like towards the end of the sprint, I was like, oh, I have cake. I prepared.
Life is good. I want cake. There's cake.
I want cake, but I cannot have it now.
So Weirdo Raid says, evidently I've elected my story to start with the MC's grandmother dying.
Oh.
Ooh.
That definitely creates some tension.
We're gonna have emotions right out the gate.
Yeah. Some emotional investment right there. Chris got 384 on their GW2 serial. He got absolutely no work done whatsoever. Got stuck on a scene and decided to let my head work on it for a while. So I listened to music and YouTubed.
Understandable.
Gotta do that sometimes. Sage made arrangements for a book club discussion next week, which apparently they are hosting
Nice.
or co-hosting. I love when things spring up on you like that. You're like, I'm doing what now? What now is endeavoring to convert their planning outline into a seamless breakdown. There are a lot of scenes. Fun fact, everything I write can be summed up in the phrase, oh, I remember what I was saying. Life can be
Same.
summed up in that.
Yeah.
I got it. StreamYard jumped on me. Oh, wow, there are a lot of comments.
My girlfriend hopped in the chat. She texted me, "Hi, Aaron. If you're still watching, she's at work, so she probably shouldn't be."
Who cares? She should be. It's Friday. It's not important to be at work. So Weirdo Writes is trying out using Comic Sans for writing to test if the hack works. So that's the Comic Sans supposedly makes you write faster.
So I hear.
I don't know how that would work though, because your fingers only move. So is there maybe like some sort of weird connection in your brain?
It keeps you from self-editing, is from what I understand. So if you're a self-editor, and you have a tendency to, when you're trying to fast draft something, and you have a tendency of like going back and reading your stuff, supposedly converting everything to Comic Sans will prevent you from doing that.
Interesting.
Is it true? Or is it just for people who are more visual? Because I haven't tried this and I want to try because I
It
am
does
the person
nothing
who's
for
always
me.
going back.
I'm a graphic designer, so it does.
I hate Comic Sans.
Yeah. I hate it, sure, but like it doesn't like make me less likely to go back through my work or anything like that. It's
All right, so Joanne got 195 words, and Valley got 335. Finished chapter 8 of their chaptered story. Awesome, good job. Lauren was given RK some accolades for everything he got done.
Thank you. You're my favorite.
Nicole didn't write, was reading a Loki fanfic and got an update on their Maleficent costumes. Sweet. More accolades from Chris for RK.
I'm still listening.
Sage also did a Sudoku, got done writing for the day. It's good to know when you know when you hit a stopping point. Do any of you have like a particular I know I have to stop? Are you hard with deadlines as far as like your writing time or
Like when you're done writing for the day?
Yeah.
It's usually when my carpal tunnel kicks in. So if at one point my fingers start hurting, I just have to stop. And usually when they hurt, I've already gone too far. So
yeah. I understand that. So I have carpal tunnel as well, and when it kicks in, I'm like, I've gone way past what I should have. So Sky finished watching a Kate Kavanaugh video and posted a comment on it. I love watching Kate's videos.
I'm a fan of Kate. Yeah,
it is a precious individual.
she is precious.
Yeah. Keep Faith Baby says to Doll, you can use Musicana to listen to music while watching videos.
I have no idea what's Musicana. Is this an app or? I hope it's not a paying service because I'm poor as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of Musicana before, but
Right.
Mary didn't get much done. The stress she's dealing with this morning. Come back to haunt her stomach now. Aw, sorry to hear that, Mary. I like that, Savvy, that was quite an honest answer as to what you were dealing with during the break.
Yeah, now I'm gonna like make a list of doctors, so that's my next step. I keep it's important for me because I keep forgetting to do that.
Yeah. There's Aaron.
Aaron!
Finally got to the comment. Weirdo Wright says, if we're being fair, no one was good in Twilight.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're being fair. Yeah.
If we're being fair. Yeah, I wasn't sold on her being Snow White either in The Huntsman, but Charlize Theron was amazing.
Charlize Theron acted circles around that girl.
Yes.
Jesus.
Let's see.
Also, thank you for. Is that when I walked away, I heard someone gave me accolades. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, more people were giving you accolades for just like kicking butt during the sprint.
Y'all are awesome. Y'all should go subscribe to Lauren at Divided. Was that Divided by the Site?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then
Lauren does more videos on blind and visually impaired awareness. Like she makes videos about vision loss because she has to deal with vision loss, which is something that, for example, I don't have to deal with because my blindness is just permanently crappy as it is. Lauren has more knowledge on everything that has to do with gradual vision loss because of retinitis pigmentosa. So if you're curious and you want to learn more the insights about that specific kind of blindness, because blindness is a spectrum too, you should check out her channel and also the Blind Mage, because they are now new members of AuthorTube, but they also have the vision loss part of the content. The part that I am very shy to talk about, that part. So check them out.
Dal has that sales pitch down. I just want
Divided by Sight and Blind Mage.
Yeah, she's real good at it. She's real good at it. Yeah, I agree though. They do.
It's the only thing I'm good for. It's the only thing I'm good for, and I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, they do have really great channels. Lauren has really great videos on the spectrum of vision loss, which is really nice. Which Caro and I can attest to the spectrum of hearing loss, which is a real thing and in and of itself too. That being blind and being deaf doesn't mean just one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Which is kind of interesting because, I mean, we could probably talk about that for a long time. Like, we were literally before we went live, we were like, they made masks where you can see mouths. Like, oh, thank God.
Yes, I was so happy. Speaking of which, for everybody out there, they make masks where, like, they make face masks where you can actually see a person's lips, and it's a deaf company as well, which I will update the links down below and get that updated so that you can find those masks too. Because, as Kara was just so politely letting me know, that Phoenix has now gone on a mandatory mask requirement, which I'm super excited about. I wish the whole state would go that way, but that would require a competent governor rather than just a competent mayor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I said it. It's my birthday. I can do what I want.
It's not like you can come over and knock on the door. It's like, excuse me, miss, I heard that you said something about my my proceedings.
So once upon a time, I worked in state government, and I do actually know the governor, and I do actually have interacted with him on both a professional and a personal level, of which I really did not want to have to do either one of those, but I did because I was required to. But so before I used to get razzed by him a lot for certain things, like for my personal stances on things, but then I had to maintain my professional demeanor on certain subjects, which is usually just shut my mouth until I can get out of the conversation with whoever I'm in that conversation with, so as not to lose my job. And so before I would say yes, he would definitely razz me back if he had heard it or even cared to listen to my stream or anything like that. Not that he would. I don't know where I was going with that rant. I'm a little high too, so.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
Well, I liked you talking about Doug Ducey. I mean, wait, that's not how you pronounce his last name.
Yeah, that's how you pronounce his name. Just go for it.
Yeah, Ducey?
Yeah. We also, while I was working in state government, we also called him Dougie D, just because he seemed like he'd be like the kind of guy that would be like, DJ Dougie D.
Oh my God.
So, yeah. Anyway, but yeah. So what Nell was saying is, speaking as I think the only Briton here, the cult of Diana is completely crazy, fanatically so. Stuart will get hell just for turning up on set.
I was about to say, I'm half British, so just hearing her name in combination with Princess Dee definitely made me feel a certain way.
It was cringy.
Yeah.
Like my soul did a little cringe and felt oily all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had feelings. I was trying to keep them there.
I agree with this comment so much. I also wish Natalie Portman did.
Natalie Portman is second on my list.
I think
Keira Knightley is because they're the same.
I once broke down crying about how beautiful Felicia Day is. I was watching her at something on TV and drinking wine, and then I just started crying, and Tyler was like, "Why are you crying?" And I was like, "It's so Felicia Day is so beautiful," and it's like I had no reason. I couldn't explain it. It's not like I was sad that she was beautiful. I was just so emotional about how attractive she is.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm not even a big fan of redheads because, well, obviously, I'm just not a fan of redheads. But
don't listen to her, Mr. Brown. Do not listen.
No, redheads are amazing, and everybody should date us. I just don't want to date one. So that's.
I think redheads are cute sometimes. It depends, but I sometimes think redheads are cute. But then again,
okay.
Sexy hunky beings. Okay.
I am ace, Caro. I am ace, but I find them aesthetically pleasing.
I love my redhead. I will fight for his honor in a lady giraffe fashion. And for those of you who don't know, when giraffes fight, they try to break each other's necks.
That is. They're vicious creatures when they fight. No, see,
yeah.
I've dated a few other redheads before in the past, and the problem is that we always get confused for being siblings. So
that is a fact. That is very true. I had dyed my hair amber for a while, and I have it all the time.
Yeah, so that's one of the big things about why I am generally not attracted to other redheads. However, I agree with Savvy. Felicia Day is beautiful, and she's brilliant, and she's funny, and she's a huge nerd. I mean, what more could you want out of life? She could be my twin. Yes, I gave myself a self-serving compliment there.
Mm.
Anyway, I love Sean saying that Jason Momoa as Princess Diana, and now you're talking.
Perfect.
I would just,
I love it.
I'd almost do it just to see him in the dress.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just to see him in the wedding gown with all of that regalia.
Yeah, the poofy shoulders too. Not just kind of like little, like it was bigger than her torso.
We're like,
you had to know she's walking up and down that way. Can't be mistaken for the other women with the fluffy shoulders. Oh no.
no. Those were princess level fluffy shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Grape Fry says James McAvoy, that they'll watch him in everything.
Wow. I don't know what you're talking about. It's funny.
Divided by Sight says Zac Efron.
Efron. I think they mean Efron.
Yeah, I think she means Efron too. Andrew T says, I wrote a sentence. Look how James Joyce and Ayn Rand.
Well, wasn't it what was it? An F. Scott Fitzgerald quote of like, how is writing today? I wrote 6 words. How is editing? I deleted 3 of them or something like that.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much a great American novel.
My favorite thing that I've seen of James Joyce is his like fart fetish erotica. Have you guys seen that?
I have not.
No.
Now I
look it up. It's like someone found these letters that he wrote to his wife that were supposed to be like love letters to her, but they're all just like fart fetish stuff. He's just like describing his beautiful wife and how much he wants her to fart on him.
Okay. There's fetishes for everything.
So James, I can't take him seriously anymore after reading those.
It would be a little hard to go back and read the Dubliners after that.
Yeah, I can't read. I just read it. I'm like, I know. I read this other thing.
Yes, the Dubliners.
Well, in Ulysses.
I have to read that again.
Joanne was saying that there was a movie called Clouds of Seals Maria, which was a Kristen Stewart movie, and she didn't understand.
I haven't seen that.
I watched a lot of her movies, and some of them I'm just like, I don't really get the point of the movie. I mean, it was well acted and it had an okay story. I was just like, this story's been told 1,000 times before, and there's nothing new and fresh to it. So, I don't know. Carrot Cake says their birthday was on the 15th this week. Happy belated birthday, Carrot Cake!
Yay! Happy birthday!
And that they had carrot cake from their birthday. See, I love carrot cake, but finding it without coconut in it, which I'm allergic to, is problematic. So I don't get to eat carrot cake very often. Heather popped in to click like, say hi, and happy birthday. Hi, Heather, if you're still here. Really glad that you popped in. Ooh, so many comments. Okay, I'm going to try and speed through these real quick, guys. Keith Faith has seen that Clouds of Seals Maria. Lloyd is Tetrising their stash and cake from Tarkov. Must have optimal space. I have no idea what that is.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Yeah. Keith Faith says, did you get it or you're baffled too? Baffled as well. The Comic Sans hack works for Sky, which is cool to know. I might try it.
The hack that works for me is bills. That works really well.
I got bills, yo. And I don't have any bills to pay those bills with. Does anybody else think that it's ironic that the thing that we use to pay bills with are called bills?
Mm-hmm.
We just
think, I never thought of that.
English is dumb.
English is dumb. But yeah, anyway. Carrot Cake says my outline was done in 4 to 5 days and was all done in Comic Sans fully. Sky writes faster without editing. First drafts have been cleaner than in the long run using it. Oh no, Persephone, that's not good.
Oh no.
Quick, grab the braces. Grab the braces, Persephone.
Yes. Carrot Cake says my outline I broke into a 3-act structure per chapter.
Oh.
That's nice.
Per chapter?
Yeah.
Well, okay, yeah. All right. I guess I did. I do it. I just don't think about doing it. Once I had to stop and thought about it. Thank you, VJ. I appreciate that. Bane of the Existence, CTS. It is horrible. Neuropathy on fire. Hate that shit, but there's not much I can do about it, Key says. Musicana doll is an app. It's kind of a replacement for Musi, which was deleted.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. Actually, that's what I've been doing, like quietly. I have the other stream in the background, and oh my god, a lot of things are going on in that other stream. And also, I was looking for Musicana, so I am all over. I'm so glad my camera is not on because it's, I would look so erratic.
Nah, you're good. You're good. So yeah, Lauren, it has been really big for the deaf community and wearing masks.
Frustrating, annoying.
Very frustrating, very annoying.
And then when you wear them, even if you can't hear because the mask is on there, it muffles everything.
Everything. So everybody is mumbling at us now. Even if they were already mumbling before, they're like muffled mumbling now. That's even worse.
It's like listening to the Charlie Brown teacher.
Exactly. That's how it feels. It's like and I'm like, and I can hear normal. I think I can hear normally, and I feel like that with the masks. I cannot imagine how it feels for the deaf community. This is horrible.
Yeah. It's rough, but like I said, there are masks that you can get that will help out deaf individuals too, and you'll get to see smiling if you want to smile at other people. So Andrew T says, "Our governors just routinely debags, or is it just me?" No, they're pretty much all douchebags.
So supportive, yes.
Dana is here, wishes me happy birthday. Thank you.
Hey, Dana.
Hey.
Talking about redheads, she perked up.
Hi, Dana.
Yeah, ears perked up talking about redheads. Yeah, we are a lot.
You're wonderful. You're beautiful creatures of the earth, okay?
Well, it's a good thing that we're a lot. That's just kind of who we are and how we are.
Mr. Brown, if you're still watching, I would like a pepperoni pizza for dinner for all this praise I'm throwing your way. I just want to.
Pretty sure that's what I'm having for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's probably what we're having too. Unless I can convince the mister to make me
Perfect writing food.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza.
I think I'm having fish and chips.
Nice.
Oh, I missed that.
Here we go.
Can we talk about fish and chips real quick? I have a fun cultural story.
Yeah.
So like I grew up in Britain, right? And fish and chips over there is very street food, right? They put it in like paper or newspaper and dump some stuff on it, and on you go. And by the time you're done eating it, all the oil has basically made the paper see through. It's not very fancy. So I come to America.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, so I come to America to visit my husband's family, and they're like, "Let's go to this place. And it's very fancy." And I'm like, "Oh, fancy food! Yay!"
Fish and chips.
Yeah. And so I get there, and fish and chips is on the menu, and I'm very confused because I was like, "I thought you said this was a fancy place." Like,
why do they have street food on their menu?
Yeah, and so they come out with the food. They come out with it, and like the presentation on this is so pretty. I'm like, "What is happening? Like, this is supposed to be garbage food that I eat with like my hand."
Yeah.
So
that's
they do that.
Irish restaurant that's not in Ireland. Every Irish restaurant that's not in Ireland, it's like fish and chips, and I'm like, that's not even Irish, and it's not even fancy. What are you doing?
Why don't you know?
And then there's shepherd's pie, which is like a compensation because shepherd's pie. Now we're talking, but fish and chips is there for some reason.
Yeah, but shepherd's pie isn't fancy either. Shepherd's pie is
that's like leftover pie. That's what it really is. It's leftover pie, and then they cover it with like potatoes.
Yeah. I mean, but at least that's Irish, so I give you that.
Well, that's true. I don't know. I think if it's just European in general, it tends to just get lumped into all the rest.
But it's not supposed to be fancy either. I know.
I'm happy I can get fish and chips when I go to an Irish pub or an Irish restaurant because I like getting fish and chips. It's one of my favorite things. But yeah. So I like what now saying that the lack of redheads in their life is a source of great sadness. The quest continues.
Aww.
And Heather, redheads, of course, her husband and son are strawberry blondes.
Continue on the good work.
Yep. Carrot Cake's first line of the story is vulgar. Why the fuck am I last in line?
Mm.
That's good, though. Nope, no kink shaming. It was just a. I hadn't heard it before.
Yeah, all kinks are funny in my opinion. not a single one that isn't funny.
I think it was Joyce who started a letter to his wife with, "My darling fuckbird."
Of course it was.
No one wants to be last in line. Carrot Cake's character is a bitch. That's good. Most of my characters are bitches too, in their own way. Lloyd Coleman says Kristen Stewart isn't the greatest actress, but she's still better than Megan Fox skill-wise. It's a statement. Yeah. I think Kristen needs to work a lot on her technique. I hope she has been and will continue doing this during lockdown. Yeah, making the drafting into smaller chunks is easier to do. Carrot Cake. Kristen Stewart makes Andrew T. feel uncomfortable.
Huh.
Holy crap! Keep faith, baby. Oh my God. Keep faith, baby. Wrote 1,904 words today. Is that like total between my stream and Kat's from earlier?
Super impressive either way.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so Heather, my carpal tunnel actually came about from being a cake decorator for a number of years, and then immediately after being a cake decorator, yeah, the squeezing and the twisting of the wrist constantly, and then having to do. I was a cashier immediately following that, so then just so no matter what, I got screwed. So everybody's always like, "Of course you're a writer. Of course you have carpal tunnel," and I'm like, I didn't get it from writing. I'm sure I exacerbated it from writing, but I didn't get it from writing. Persephone Jones, redhead support equals pizza, win-win. A first-person shooter game that's based off of a book series that the name escapes them. Escape from Tarkov. I'll have to look up. If it's a book series, then I might be interested in it. More about the Clouds movie. Fancy fish and chips. What the unholy fuck?
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. They were fancy. They had like little garnishes and they had cut them in little shapes. And then they gave me a fork and a knife. I was very confused.
Boy, a fork and a knife.
And then my chips were like in like this little fancy bucket container, and they're all facing up. And I was just like,
"Oh my God,
they're supposed to be on the bottom and soggy from the fish oil." And like,
yeah, no, that's not real.
That's not real fish and chips, Carol. That was, I don't know what that was, but that was not real fish and chips. Oh my God.
So
I am so sorry.
Fish does not mean
there's a fancy sausage roll. Blind Mage, yeah, most London street food is fancy here. Andrew T. question, am I wrong to skip the anecdotes in nonfiction books? Oh, that is a good question. What do you guys think? Am I wrong to skip the anecdotes in nonfiction?
I do.
I skip everything that is not the story.
Well, it's nonfiction, so none of it's a story.
That's debatable because it could be a memoir.
Well, then it would be a memoir, wouldn't it? Because there's nonfiction.
It still has a story if it's a memoir.
Yeah, it still has a story if it's a memoir. I mean, it's nonfiction, but I guess memoirs kind of straddle the line between nonfiction and fiction because sometimes they're fictionalized and sometimes they're not.
Yeah. My answer to your question is, I guess it just depends if it's useful to you or not. If it's not useful, I don't.
Yeah, I kind of do the same thing. I usually will skip the anecdotes if it doesn't seem like, I'll skim it very lightly. If it doesn't seem like it's useful to me, then I'll usually skip over it. I prefer things like acknowledgments and stuff like that. Those are fun little behind the scenes stuff for me as a reader. So Weirdo Right says that Michael Bay ruined Megan Fox's career. Cachet is dropping in to say happy birthday. Thank you so much, Cachet. I appreciate it. And Carrot Cake, this is super nice to listen to during your walk. I'm glad that we could, be fun. I've got like hair flying all over the place. I have a new ceiling fan. So trying to figure it out. Okay, so that looks like that is the end of the comments. I'm really sorry if I missed anybody's comments, but there were a lot of comments, and StreamYard kept jumping on me, so I did my best to go back.
StreamYard does that a lot. Not your fault. Not your fault.
Yeah, it likes
also I apologize for my internet lag, so my replies are always like delayed. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. So let's do a 20-minute sprint so that we can get a little more work done, and I can feel like I've been more productive on my birthday.
Also, the other stream ended, so I can get to writing now. Finally, we.
Awesome.
Also, dude, that poem sounded amazing with what he did. I was like, oh, it's so. I'm so happy. Today is a good day, and you're making it way better. Like it's a good day. It's a good day.
Thank you.
And Bob Ross.
Barbara. So we're going to get started in now, I guess.
We should be back.
Hello.
Yes, we should be back. Sorry about that. I got a little caught up in what I was doing.
Yay.
Okay. So, how did everybody do?
Good.
I made tea, okay, and then I rehearsed a song that I am gonna be singing. Nothing professional, because I am nowhere near wanting to go back to my singer days. That's not my intention, but I promised that I was gonna deliver. I am singing along next to this singer track, so I'm rehearsing.
Awesome. I was calling plastic surgeons' offices and getting put on hold and leaving messages. So I just have like a whole list of doctors I compiled. So I'm not writing. I'm just taking care of my body.
That's awesome.
That's a good thing. You need that so that you can write. So
Exactly. Yes.
that's what I'm going to be doing a little bit later. I'm going to be getting a massage because I haven't had one since the lockdown.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
Well, and I use massages for pain management, and I haven't been able to do them at all. And so it's been pretty bad, which is why I've been using more of my edibles and things like that, because I have to have the pain management.
Yeah. I need to get like because I got a professional massage done once and it made it worse. I think that's because like I have scoliosis, so maybe I need to get like a physical therapist to do a massage or something.
Yeah,
a therapist or a chiropractor.
A chiropractor.
Get a chiropractor massage. That might be good.
Yeah,
chiropractor was the best decision I
you
ever
have
made.
you have a scoliosis thing, so you have that.
Yeah.
If you get a massage from someone who is not qualified as a physiotherapist, it could actually make it worse.
Yeah,
I've
got people who are certified like massage therapists, but not like physical therapists. So I think it might be different. Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to pop this comment up here real quick. Andrew T really likes Caro's workspace. It looks pretty cool.
Thank you. Caro's the most organized person in existence.
Yeah, we all love watching the board change behind you based on what you're working on. So
I feel very intimidated by your organizational skills. I'm just plain honest. I'm very intimidated by it.
Don't be organized. I just have control issues. Yeah, I have like some videos that I backdated and I was editing them, and I was like, man, they're gonna know when I made this video because they all watched my board change over the course of the year. Like,
okay. Okay. So I didn't get a whole lot written or edited. I added 37 words. I subtracted 304 words, which I'm kind of need to be subtracting, but I also need to be fleshing out a few things. So I didn't add very much. But it's still 37 more words than what I had before, so I'm excited with that.
I have to like pause my music, otherwise I'm just going to be like just randomly dancing. I got 3 pages of notes written regarding the other world realms and some etiquette and getting ready and all of those. Writing a little paper, basically.
That's a lot of words. If it's 3 pages, it's more than 1,000 words. Just saying.
Yeah, about that.
What's going on? That was good.
Also, now that we're talking about music, guys, remember that the karaoke is going to happen this Sunday.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I'm putting
this Sunday on BC Brown's channel, or it means right here, this channel. We're gonna have the Author to Karaoke party hosted by BC Brown, Sakatumi, and this alien. And everyone is invited. Bring your karaoke, bring your instrumentals, and sing with us.
Don't you love when people promo for you, BC?
I know, it's great. It's great. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be, because people are going to ask, it's going to be from 4 till 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Great.
This Sunday, which is the 21st, which I know is Father's Day. I think is Father's Day too. But that's okay. Dad's
It's Father's Day in America. Yes, I know because in America because I have to wait until November 8th for Father's Day in Finland. For then it's my Father's Day. Like Isa, yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always keep the Father's Day in mind in America because of other reasons. But all my friends basically.
Ah,
So this Sunday, bring your fathers to the karaoke. Who cares?
There we go. Bring your folks to the karaoke. If my dad is still lurking here on this channel, I know, Dad, that the AuthorTube karaoke is supposed to be for writers only, but you're my dad, and it's Father's Day, so you could get a slide in there. You get a little
we'd be happy to have him. Absolutely.
reprieve, and if I could get you on screen to sing, that would be even better. Because I karaoke routinely with my dad.
You are not singing at the karaoke. No.
Yes.
My bit.
Yes, can totally sing at the karaoke.
I'm not singing at the karaoke.
My dad will never sing at a karaoke because he's extremely introverted and shy. Like there's no way Isa is gonna sing. But he's gonna be in the chat because he wants to hear me sing. So
Because he shows up in the chat, and I love it when he shows up in the chat. It's awesome. My dad, definitely not introverted, definitely not shy. So there's
My father is also those things, and
The-
I suspect if I asked real nice, he might do it.
The only time I kind of heard my dad singing was when we were in a car. We were driving. I don't even remember where the heck we were driving. It was winter, so every street looks the same because snow in Finland. And we were just listening to music on the car, like on the radio, and we started singing the same song. And that was like the only moment when I ever heard him trying to sing. But he was like, no, go on, you go on, you go on. I cannot sing. And I was like, oh, come on. And then we sang a little bit together. But
Oh,
that's like the happiest memory I have.
That's sweet.
And it's
really
and
sweet.
it's just us singing
have-
some kayako.
I have lots of happy memories of my dad and me singing, so that's a good thing. So keep faith, baby. Finished the 10th chapter of the script. Doesn't know what to work on now, but not in the mood for chapter 11. Just congrats
feel you, man. Feel you.
on finishing another
Finish the
chapter.
chapter.
So what now is offering to be our culinary guide when we go to London,
He's not in London, or is
or when? Let me see. He just said when you arrive. So wherever he's at,
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Okay. So
I know where my brother's at.
Oh, here's cool. So Carrot Cake was telling Keep Faith Baby, why not a prompt online and shove one of the characters into that? So basically take one of your characters and just shove it into another writing prompt. And then that way you get, I do that a lot actually, just to warm up. And when I'm like really struggling to get words down on the actual project, I will take my characters and put them in a writing prompt. And then it's a nice little like what if scenario if they didn't exist in their current universe.
Sure.
And I give those to my patrons, honestly. I let them read them because nobody else gets to read them.
That's cool.
So Carrot Cake said they were only going to have under 12 minutes to write, obviously coming back from their walk. And Sylvia kept looking up and catching Bob Ross's face. I would do that too every so often. Eva popped in here. Good to see you, Eva. Thank you for the birthday accolades. I appreciate it. Keep Faith Baby tried out Carrot Cake's idea on inserting the characters because it is still writing. And Keep Faith Baby really wants to focus on their stories, the script, and cups of tea, especially on the script before Nano. So are you guys gearing up for Camp Nano?
Damn right.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know. I don't know, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm too slow.
At least
and
hang out with us.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there for more like I'm always there for moral support, but I myself I'm too slow, too blind, and too clumsy to do Nano. I never win, so
Well, the camp stuff is really easy
Yeah.
because like I limit
it-
myself to like 15,000 words.
Make it write one word.
Make it like
One
one word. Yeah.
That's
And
a
then
nice
anything
about
you
the
write
camps.
about that, you win.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about the camps is because you can set it at any word count.
Uh-huh.
Now, like obviously Nano in November, then that's supposed
That's
to be
50.
50,000 words. But who cares? Any amount of words that you get down is good.
I'm gonna be there for moral support.
Yay.
Awesome. So I did go ahead and link through the face masks that I talked about a little bit earlier. It looks like on the website that they only have bulk ordering available right now, which is sad. But obviously that's because of hospitals and stuff like that needing them first. So, Blind Mage, excuse me, and Divided by Sight, they ended up taking off to get some dinner. I don't blame them. I would do the same.
Yeah, they are sisters, and they are sisters, and they are my blind writer sisters. So yeah, they had to get dinner because Lauren is going to stream at 8 p.m. Eastern later tonight. So yeah, they are getting ready before their thing.
Yes.
Did either of you wake up with a new marker doodle on?
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering there because when you catch this on the replay, Lauren, you'll be seeing Nicole have to do some serious resisting.
We never found out if she had made the willpower check or not.
That's true. That's true. I kind of need to know that. I'll have to message him, find out. So Keep Faith Baby got 213 words. Mary Wembley did and is doing some much needed journaling. Andrew T worked on some flashcards. Guy filled out their planner, so got things done. Keep Faith Baby, I think we're getting an excerpt from her story. She was greedily swallowing her portion of food in front of her horrified parents, who were hoping that nobody else was watching how their teenage daughter thought that they had brought up was embarrassing herself. Okay, yes, an extract from what they're working on. Okay.
There you go.
Joanne Ninja Hen got 222 words. Valley got 460. Carrot Cake got 189 words. Andrew T's invested in a Theragun. I keep it on my desk and use it whenever my muscles get tight. That would be cool to have one of those. Sky. Chiropractic. I don't know why all of a sudden I just spaced out and couldn't read entirely. Has chiropractic appointments every 3 weeks, and they continue throughout quarantine, which confused them honestly, but not gonna lie, I was extremely happy about it because left back and neck pain. Yeah. I need to get back to my chiropractor. I need to find a new chiropractor because my old chiropractor I was going to, the insurance I have now, they don't accept it. So. Keep Faith Baby. How you can join the karaoke is by showing up. And yes, you will be able to join as in singing. So you show up to the chat on Sunday and you basically tell me in the comments that you want to sing, and I give you a link to bring you backstage. And then we just cycle people through like a regular karaoke rotation. So you'll be on screen for a little while until we get more singers.
Also, not necessarily, if you don't want to be on camera, you can be an avatar and just sing, because that's what I usually do.
Yeah, you can be just like Doll is right now and just be an avatar.
Yeah.
Father's Day is on 2 days in Bulgaria for some reason. One of the days is on the 25th or the 26th of December. It's an interesting time to have Father's Day.
Hey, you're in Bulgaria? Oh, that's nice.
Devin was happy to see Bones. So was Persephone.
We love Bones.
We love
He's
Bones.
still here. He's still here.
Yeah. Carrot Cake, 357 words today. Andrew T says, "Oh my God, Bones needs to meet Logan."
I hope they're equally sized dogs, if it is a dog, because anything smaller than Bones is a chew toy.
Other than the beagle.
That took some time.
That's negotiable, huh?
That was a rough 2 months in this house.
I see. So Eva says that they went over a bit setting up water play for the little guy, but they did get 136 words in the sprint. And Eva says, make your goal to write in at least one writing sprint per day. That's a good Camp Nano idea, just to participate in one sprint per day. Eva says, my goals will take up my time in July, so I'll track my word count and just make whatever I do my goal. That makes sense. What now? Abandon the scene breakdown for research and scripting for my new AuthorTube series. Ooh, a new series.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes, I am excited for that series. For anyone who doesn't know, it's like we have become like critique partners. I don't know what we are anymore. It's my writer brother, and he's working on that AuthorTube series about the history of science fiction. And I am like, yes, please do this, please.
So yeah, it looks like it hasn't started yet because he's being very, very thorough with this AuthorTube series. But I'm looking forward to it.
You got your first promo. So you got your first promo for the sci-fi history of sci-fi series. So please go do your job and do the thing, and we're looking forward.
Doll is really glad you're doing some research. Doll is really glad you're doing research.
You can tell. I mean, sci-fi is my genre. The sci-fi is my genre. I'm always excited whenever someone is interested in sci-fi. I'm like, yes, you, we have to be friends.
Yeah. Key just posted something funny. He said, I just got a Facebook message from an old friend. You know your day will be interesting when you wake up to an exploded bird in the living room.
What? What is this?
I have cats, so like I can wake up to what looks like an exploded bird, but they're usually not in the living room. They usually leave them outside for me.
Yeah, my garden cats, they are garden cats. So the bird thing can happen outside, but they don't come to the house.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and I have only one of the cats, my older cat. He goes outside, but he's really not interested in birds very often. He's more interested in bringing me the lizards that, like reside everywhere here. So. And what now says marketing? Hot damn!
You became a critique partner with the marketer of AuthorTube because that's the only thing I'm good for. So I'm gonna give shout outs to everything and everyone that I consider like I need to promote this thing.
So Doll is the AuthorTube pimp. Basically, part of stuff.
Basically,
yeah.
I had to be good for something.
Carrot Cake says, I do timed sessions always. So I understand.
The most American thing just happened to me.
Okay, what?
I beat this guy in chess, and I normally play international people because I usually play at like 3 o'clock in the morning. But this guy's American. He fucking sucked. I whooped his ass, and instead of losing, he messaged me the middle finger and resigned.
Oh. Oh. You must be doing something right.
And that just felt so aggressively American.
That was a very contentious game, and yes, very American. Yeah, so Joanne wants to know if anyone can recommend a writer's Discord where people give critiques and feedbacks.
Yeah, sure. Keelan has one, actually. We call it the Sprint Squad. Here, I think I can give you a link. Share, maybe?
I think you should be able to, Sako. I think I made you.
I mean, there's the AuthorTubers Discord, but I suck at Discord. I really can't. I wouldn't
do like story feedback or anything like that on AuthorTube Discord. I wouldn't do that, but I would do that on Keelan's thing. We actually have for that. So
yeah, usually people kind of make groups of individuals that they want to critique their work. And that's going to be a little bit easier because what ends up happening is when you have a large server with a lot of people, what happens is they keep asking for people to read their work and then nobody reads it.
Yeah.
So if you have a smaller group of individuals and you have like that common agreement, then it's a lot easier to get guaranteed feedback then.
Yeah, I agree. I prefer to go for a smaller group of people. Usually I reach out to people and say, hey.
Yeah, BC, we have that thing going.
We do.
Just saying.
Which we gotta schedule another one, but I haven't had time to do that because I haven't had time for anything. So
yeah, just a gentle reminder that thing is a thing.
Yeah, if you can, I think
I don't own the server, so I can't link it.
Oh, that's right.
You gotta Joanne, you gotta message Keelan Rivers for that. If I could put you in contact with her if you want.
Yeah. So Sky was saying dead birds are pretty typical here with farm cats, squirrels too. First thing I think of with exploded birds is the scene from Shrek. It's a good scene. The Kentucky Maneuver, very rare in tournaments. Whereas my internet went out and I had to go reset it. First thing I heard was he messaged me the middle finger and resigned.
Yeah, or as we can now call it, the Kentucky Maneuver.
The Kentucky Maneuver, yes. So,
I dig it. I mean, if you say that 5 times, it becomes law, and then everyone who reads it in your book should just instantly know what you're referring to.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's
All
how
right,
new
so
names are invented.
So we are over the 2-hour mark. It's up to you guys. Do you want to try for a last little sprint, like a little 10-minute, or do we think we should wrap up?
Totally up to you.
I want to be respectful of all of your guys' time.
I have time.
I have time. And it's your
I think I'm
birthday.
gonna have to pop out, but happy birthday, BC. Thank you for having me on your stream, and thank you for everyone. Yeah, have a good birthday. Hope everything's going great.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Abby.
Bye.
I just got hit pretty hard with a dose out of the blue, so I can stick around, but I might have to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine instead of writing.
I don't blame you at all. I don't blame you at all. So let's try and just do a 10-minute, and then we'll consider that like our cool down.
Yeah. Cool down.
9-9?
Yeah. So Carrot Cake was wanting to know how long the stream went for. So my stream goes from usually it's about 2 hours. Sometimes it's a little bit more than 2 hours, just depending on how productive we want to be. But we did a lot of chatting today, and there was a lot of comments to go through as well. And I usually like to try and do 3 sprints if I can. I can't always.
It's your birthday. It's a little bit different, but yeah,
I wanted to be able to party with more of my. Wanted to be able to party with more my friends, more than just do writing. But I wanted to get some writing done too.
Also, Joanne, yes, sure. I will put her in contact with you through Facebook. Don't worry.
Wait, I have a question for everyone. It's kind of serious. Do you prefer competent sidekicks that lead the hero forward, or like the goofy sidekicks that are always messing up?
Competency all the way.
Both.
Yeah, I'm going with competency.
Both.
Depends on your genre. If you're writing satire, then it has to be goofy. But if you're writing something epic, then it has to be competent.
And I think that's totally fair, because I was just thinking about Ron Stoppable and how he's like this really solid middle ground.
Yeah. He's a middle ground. Yeah.
Sorry for the randomness.
No, that's okay. It's a good question to have.
It's a writing stream. You can ask all the randomness that has to do with characters and stuff. I mean, come on, it's fine.
Okay, do you prefer a big reveal of the villain at the end, or knowing who the villain is from the start and watching them grow?
Depends on the story.
Depends on the story.
If I know who your villain is and you're trying to keep it a secret from me on page 1, then you are a terrible writer.
Or it's a horror story.
It's like when I watch like those 90s mystery shows from BBC, and then it's like he walks into the house with the investigator, and I'm kind of like that guy right there in the kitchen with the wrench because he's sleeping with so and so's wife.
Yeah. One thing is like having an aura of mystery at the very beginning, but like my villain is no secret at all. It's in the blurb, it's in the query. We all know who the bad guy is. So in that particular story, there's no reveal. It's just like watching them go from charming to, oh my god, that guy is an asshole. So
Sure.
so yeah, depends. It really depends.
Is there a way to do murder mystery parties online, like over a Skype call or a StreamYard? Because Caro seems like she's really good at murder mystery parties.
Yeah, I am actually. You don't want me to go. Like I take
all the wind out of all the sails.
Yeah, I'm kind of like that guy right there. That's him.
We're not even in character yet.
I used to frustrate my mom with like watching like Murder, She Wrote and stuff like that as a kid, because she'd be like, how do you know who did it like 10 minutes in? And I'm like, I just know who did it because these are predictable.
That was me with sharp objects. I started the book and I was like, I know who the villain is. I already know. I know who did it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and do a 10-minute kind of cool down, see what we can get done. I can see if I can do something more than just playing on social media. And all right, so in 3, 2, 1.
Sweet.
Ah.
Beep, 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 beep. That is the end of the last sprint. So, how did everybody do? I ended up finishing up my little scene that I was in, which was about 103 words that I did. Looks like, and then I did some light stretches because I'm gonna have to get up and do some moving around at some point.
This is hilarious. I was recording the song, and there are parts where I sound awful, so I'm gonna delete it anyway. But oh my god, like it was. There was an ad that came in the middle of the video, and so yeah, that recording is ruined. But and also the song is longer than 10 minutes, so that was my sprint.
So that was your sprint.
And it's not that was my sprint. I was singing, and I still sound bleh. I don't sound very pretty. There are parts that I'm proud of, and there are parts like, oh shush, I lost my breath.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you, Kara?
I was wondering, can I? Yeah. No, go on. Go ahead.
I heard pizza was not a thing for dinner, so I went to go actually prep dinner.
Oh,
Oh.
that's sad. So sad.
I
We're
know.
waiting for my. We're still waiting for fish and chips.
Yeah. Sako, how about you?
I've got 5 pages of notes, so I'm feeling pretty good about like the goals that I set for myself regarding tomorrow and the work that I have to do tonight for it, and yeah, it'll be good.
How about you, RK?
So I realized I actually fully caught up on Brooklyn Nine-Nine for my first watch through.
Oh,
Because I hit next episode and there were no next episodes, and it took me to Superstore. So I watched the first 10 minutes of the pilot of Superstore.
yeah.
Okay, well, all right. So what now says Captain Holt can dance? Holy hell, yes he can. That actor can do just about anything. So, Carrot Cake ended up bouncing. I'm glad that you were here. I'm sure you're gone by now, but glad that you were here in case you catch us on the replay. What now is saying that they prefer accidental competence. They're just lucky. That the person is just lucky and takes the credit.
That's
I
fine.
love that. I agree.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think I get better see a dunces there.
Yeah. 9 out of 10, the villain is the most famous guest star. That is true. Weirdo Right says that knowing who the villain is from the jump feels like there's going to be a big confrontation at some point, but having it be a mystery requires more finesse to it. So I agree.
Yeah.
Sky says that they used to be bad at figuring out who the bad guy is, but recently told that they ruin movies for people now because they know who the bad guy is 5 minutes into it. I ruin movies too, but that's usually because I sit there and go, God, that's bad dialogue. Oh, that's horrible writing.
Yeah.
Pothole.
Yeah, I'm yeah.
So.
Yeah, I can't remember what show I was watching, and my husband got into an argument with me, but we were watching the show. I was like, that's a bad guy. Like, that is such a bad guy.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you basing it off of? He's helping people. I was like, look at his face. He has bad guy face. He's got the drawn brows and everything. And he was like, you can't judge bad guys by their face. And I was like, don't make me feel bad about this. 2 episodes later, he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
He's bad guy.
He's a
Yep.
bad guy.
And
I understand.
bad guy.
Keepsake Baby made an instrumental during the break and practiced for karaoke.
Yes.
And I did respond
so
to you, Keepsake Baby, but no, you do not have to send it anywhere. You're just going to play it from your own computer, and that way we
It's
can
live. It's
No,
live.
live.
Yeah. Oh, also nice to see that someone else was rehearsing a song. I don't feel so lonely in my endeavors.
I rehearsed the songs that I plan on singing.
I'm not going to rehearse like at all.
Sherry was wishing me happy birthday. Thank you, Sherry. Good to see you here.
Hi, Sherry.
At the end of the stream, but it's still lots of fun. Kat using voice got 437 words. Awesome. Sylvia is eating some pork fried rice, and she also said that she had some words up here, but StreamYard skipped on me.
Mm.
Here we go. 238 words that she got done too.
And the pork fried rice? Whew.
And the pork fried rice,
That's
apparently.
a solid 10 minutes.
Yeah. Alley Cat got 140 words done. Sky got some more planner stuff done.
Way to go.
We got 553 words done. Keep Faith Baby wrote 78 words. Destiny went to check the mail, which is just junk. What now got 1,666. That's not the word count. It's just that's the year I've got up to in the history project. Oh, okay.
I was gonna say what the hell, but nah.
Hey, that's the year I was born in.
That's the year you were born. Yeah. Mary Wembley got
Yeah.
nothing, no energy left. Calling it a day. Thanks for stream and happy birthday again to me. Bye, everybody. She says, which I am actually going to say bye
Mary.
now as well.
Yay.
So my co-host, if you want to go through and do your thing, we will start with Doll and give your outros.
All right. Thank you once again. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, my dear writing sister. Thank you very much for having me here. I am Dulce Silverno, the partially blind alien from a distant galaxy who is a known voices author, aka the ace from space. And I like to sing. Y'all, you already know that. I like to write sci-fi stories. My main project is a sci-fi trilogy, and I also write some poetry. You can find those poems on my channel if you want to check that out. And I have some short stories that explore other genres like magical realism, fantasy, crime, and romance whenever that occurs, if miraculously. And yeah, that's me basically. And yeah, that's me.
Okay, and RK?
Nice doll. Well, first, happy birthday, BC. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it. I'm RK Gold. You can find me under RK Gold. What now? I want to collab with you. You're hilarious.
See?
And
I told
we have to
you!
record another episode soon.
Yeah, the Runaway Nomads. We have to do the Runaway Nomads podcast again.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. All right, and Sako.
Hi, I am Sako Toomey, also known as Cass Voigt, and if you missed it before, I write horror and urban fantasy and stuff like that. I also do witchy stuff, which is what I did, like all of thisness. But thank you so much for helping us celebrate BC's birthday. Hooray!
And the solstice tomorrow.
And the solstice tomorrow. It's going to be amazing. And I will catch you guys on the flip side.
Yep. I love being a solstice baby. Love being a solstice baby. All right, Kara, how about you?
You should make a song about it.
A song. My name is Kara Brown. I am an urban fantasy author. You can find my channel here on YouTube. I talk about anything that pretty much comes into my head whenever I feel like talking about it. I host live streams on Tuesdays. If you want to pop on, just send me a note. You can usually come on, or you can just hang out in the comment section, whatever you want to do. I got books out. I got short stories out. I've got a Twitter where I randomly say things if you guys are interested in hearing that randomness come out of my mouth. But yeah, that's about me. So.
Awesome. And all of my co-hosts are linked down below, except for Sako, I think, because somehow, I don't know, but your thing got deleted out of my list, and I got to put you back in. So I will edit it here in just a bit, and I will get Sako added to that as well.
Right.
But thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me for my birthday. I want to thank everybody for coming out in the comments and the chat and hanging out with me, too. I really do appreciate it so much. And yeah, I just basically want everyone to keep getting weird about their words.
Woo!
Woo!